Back on the other side of news and weather with Hope Zavara. This is Tim Ridley on Sirius XM.
Myself to improve, to become superhuman. And I just love that concept, and I love the thought leaders in this space. And so I thought, what a fun topic to talk about on the Tim Ridley Show today.
And what a great, interesting topic as well. Now I was talking to Dave yesterday, and he said that I was telling him the topic, and he said I'd never heard of it, heard of that before. But it's interesting and something that, of course, that can help us, that will help us in this year, to start getting to better health. So let's tell us about how we can get started on this. I mean, where's the starting point?
Absolutely. So with biohacking, that's about, remember, we're combining things like technology. It's something as simple as wearing a smartwatch. Like, that's actually considered a biohack because it's giving you access into information that you wouldn't otherwise have. So I can track my sleep. I can track my blood pressure. I can, optimize my heart rate. Whatever it is, it's hacking your health. So whenever you're thinking about like what biohacking is, it's like a hack to improve your health. So that's sometimes an easy way to think about it. Intermittent fasting. And so if you're like, man, I really want to improve, maybe my diet, maybe I have some health issues, things like intermittent fasting is going to be able to help you improve your metabolism, your energy, your focus, and you're going to hack that into your life. You're going to bring that into your life. Cold therapy, red light therapy. These are all simple things. Simple meaning you don't need like an outside prescription. You don't need somebody else saying, I am the one that has to give you permission to bring this into your life. Think about that word hack again for those of you that are listening. You're really hacking your own way to better health, to whatever it is your goal is. You're taking back control over that area of your life. And the cool thing is there's so many different ways to do that. If we look at wearable technology, that's the watches, that's the heart monitors, that's the cool like sleep masks that like track things now. Whatever that is, it's giving you a gateway. It's giving you some type of a glimpse into how it is you can optimize your health. And the piece that I always think about with biohacking is it also gives you sometimes some sort of like feedback back. There is a little bit of information that can come back when you engage in these types of therapies. And that a lot of times is, the technology piece or like the really deep research piece. Maybe some people listening are in the nutritional space. You've maybe heard of bulletproof coffee, Tim. Like that's a nutritional biohack because they're combining multiple different things together to help you improve your everyday health and well-being. They're taking this idea of enhanced cellular metabolism. I think I said that correctly. Hopefully I did. Where they're trying to improve your body in an easy way because we drink coffee, right? People drink coffee, but I want to improve my health. Well, why not bring health to coffee? And so that's that combination to hack your health. And so just any concept like that becomes this opportunity for you to move forward, for you to take back your health, for you to start to feel your best. Some will even say that the ketogenic diet is biohacking. Now, that's not a diet you want to stay on long term because there are negative health effects, but it hacks your health because it does push you into a rapid weight loss space that can help you improve whatever state of being that you're in at that time. And so those are some examples of what biohacking could be in your life. It also could be something as simple as you putting on, let's say, brainwave music. Maybe it's like alpha wave or delta wave to improve relaxation and improve sleep, and you listening to that before you go to bed. Double down and put like a weighted eye mask on. That's actually a biohack because you're combining and you're bringing in simple things that you can do to what? What's the aim? To hack our health, to make health easier for us and more accessible for us as we leverage things like technology and science and really just the availability to have new solutions in our life that aren't gated by other people or other things.
Wow. Yeah. We're going to pull over and take us a break. And I do have an email for you, Hope, and I'll read this email and then you can respond to it on the other side of this break. And it says, "Good morning, Hope. Thank you for coming on and helping us in the many ways that you do. This morning, I'm kind of despondent because I've already failed, and it has not. We have not even gotten past the January. My goal is to lose over 60 pounds this year, and it is definitely for my health. I have gotten so far overweight, I don't even know where to start, but I feel if I can get 60 plus pounds off, that will be a good start for me. I've already failed, as I mentioned, and I wanted to know if biohacking would help me to stay on track in losing this weight. I have a habit of starting something and not finishing it, but this time I want to be determined to finish." All right, we'll get the response and the answer from Hope on the other side of these messages. Hope Zavara is with us. This is Tim Ridley on Sirius XM. Yes, we are going to get physical with Hope Zavara, Mother Trucker Yoga, as we talk about biohacking for better health in 2025. Well, Hope, let's talk about our road dog brother who is in need of help to lose over 60 pounds this year.
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you so much for writing in. I always feel like the first step in any change is to say, hey, what I'm doing isn't working, and I think it's time for me to change lanes. I think it's time for me to maybe try something different than what I've already been doing, which is really kind of that first step. So when you're trying to biohack, specifically if it was me or one of my clients for weight loss, and you want to stay committed to getting to the results, to reaching the end, we want to look at a couple of different categories. And so the first thing we want to remember with biohacking is this is all about discovering what works best for your body, and it's all about experimentation. So that's the first thing. You might try something and be like, nope, not for me. And you got to give yourself permission to say that's okay. The second thing with biohacking is it's about accountability, and that accountability piece doesn't always have to be a person. It's really that technology piece, and that's really big. So my question for you is, maybe consider getting some type of watch or device that can track your progress so you can see like, ooh, today I got 5,000 steps, but yesterday I got 5. Like, maybe I need to figure out a different strategy to get more steps in. Ignorance is not bliss in health. It is not. And so for those of you listening, if you're like, everything is fine, is it? Is it really fine? And so that accountability piece, that tech piece comes into the accountability so that you can measure your habits, you can measure your progress in real time, because that data is going to be helpful for you to make those changes. And then again, that motivation piece is going to be really important. And remember, it's kind of sitting on the cusp of those small changes with the technology and the accountability. So what can you start with? I mentioned before intermittent fasting. I like a 16-8. There's a lot of different things with intermittent fasting you have to be aware of if you have a health history, a background, but 16-8 really is just the natural body's human cycle of you eat when the sun is up and then you're sleeping, and you probably shouldn't be eating. And so even at that very basic level of 16-8, that means 16 hours you're awake, that's kind of your eating window, and then 8 is when you are like sleeping, and you can gradually expand that 8, or you're not eating, I should say, if you maybe drive a different shift. But that can give your body time to rest, time for your organs to clean themselves, to heal, all of those things. So intermittent fasting is a hack. Cold exposure. You might not have access to a big tub full of cold water, but what about at the end of your shower doing 1 to 3 minutes of as much cold water as you can? And the reason why that is so great is because it helps get rid of the brown fat, which is the bad fat. It helps reduce that, and it helps access the good fat in your body. And so that's an easy hack, right? Like, we have access to showers. We have access to water. We can add that into our life. So that's another one that you could easily think about and add into your life. And with the time, I want to make sure that we get to a couple ones. Again, like I said, wearable technology. One of my personal favorites is mindfulness practices, which is going to help reduce stress and reduce cortisol. So cortisol is a hormone in the body that does affect your actual hormones, that can affect your metabolism. So when we're really, really stressed, we're not helping ourselves with that weight loss. So my question to you is, are there apps you could download? Is there music you can listen to? Is there breath work that you can do? That's a biohack. Now, these might seem like hope. They're so small, like those seem so silly. That's the whole idea. Biohacking is small changes we implement into our life in a purposeful way so that we get access to our health through our own means. This is not that big change where I wake up and poof, I'm Cinderella. I all of a sudden have gone from cleaning the cellar to dancing at the ball. Like, that's not the point of this approach to health. And then the other two that I would suggest would be thinking about your nutrition, personalizing your nutrition. And so there's apps that you can use to track what you're eating. There's glucose monitors now that are accessible to people that aren't diabetic. Remember, that technology piece is helping hold me accountable. Those are things that you can consider bringing into your life to help you start changing lanes. And then the last one, which I don't want to diminish at all because it's the last one, is sleep tracking. There is more and more research coming out that your sleep, poor sleep, is one of the biggest indicators of weight gain and increasing what we call hunger hormones. And so we want to make sure that we are prioritizing our sleep, because above anything else, what if it's your sleep that's packing the pounds on, and it's not really anything else in a really big way that's causing you to gain the weight or not be able to lose it? So a sleep hack would be something as simple as reducing blue light exposure before you go to bed, wearing the red sunglasses. I know it sounds silly, but putting those on at night, because red light therapy is going to help reduce stress and help reduce anxiety and help you just calm yourself down. That's a hack. That's a sleep hack. It's going to help you improve your sleep. Taking magnesium before you go to bed at night is a sleep hack. It's a small little thing that you can do to improve your health and your life. My friend, the fact that you are willing to write in already tells me that you are hacking your health because you're looking to make those changes. Now the next step is, maybe do a little research on biohacking. Maybe download a podcast today. I love Dave Asprey. He's kind of the father of this movement. He's a little wild, mind you, but he really can maybe open your eyes to even more ideas. And pick one or two. Don't go crazy, but just pick one or two things that you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to try these things, because real weight loss happens over time. And so we want that sustainability so that you, my friend, can be on the road to better health today, tomorrow, and all the days to come.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about it, we have so many things electronically that we can use at our disposal now that once upon a time we did not have. So it's about taking advantage of those tools, isn't it?
It is. It absolutely is. And so remember, in that biohacking space, that biohacking arena, we're bringing self-experimentation. So for those of you that are like, just tell me what to do, the part of the biohacking movement is about you being willing to try things and see what happens. You're monitoring the impacts of drinking bulletproof coffee. Some people drink it and then they find that it doesn't work for them because it gives them a little bit of acne because it is high in fats and they don't like that. So, okay, that didn't work for me. Other people, they swear by it. So we're hacking strategies for our everyday life. It's that personalization. Remember, we talked about this. What's your specific biological makeup? Biohacking, biology. And what's your way of life? What are you wanting to achieve? That's the personalization. This is about you. And then finally, that open science. This means the free exchange of information. This means that everything out there is accessible to you, and you're going to bring it into your life in a way that you see fit. My friends, you have the opportunity to biohack your health in 2025, even if you just take a few key principles or a few key concepts like technology and using it for your gain, using it to help you in your health. That's a win. If that's you taking an optimized supplement so that you make sure you get the nutrition that you need, that's a biohack. If that's you using a weighted sleep mask so that you feel more relaxed when you go to bed at night, that's a biohack. And when you use kind of a nice little handful of biohacks, you're going to start to see some changes in different areas of your life. And that really is the sign of success in your health for 2025. You're no longer sitting on the curbside saying, I'm waiting for someone to fix me. I'm waiting for someone to come up with this big, huge, elaborate solution so that I can do it for a week and then say, this is not sustainable. Biohacking is a new approach to your health saying that you can do it and you get to pick. You get to decide with some guidance if needed. But that is what I love most about biohacking is the personalization to try things on and see if they fit or not, and then say, you know what, I love this, but I love this more. And that's the beauty of it.
Absolutely. Tell our listeners how they can get in touch with you and learn more about what you have to offer.
Absolutely. So Mother Trucker Yoga on all social media channels, or you can head over to our website, mothertruckeryoga.com, and check out some of the ways we can help you biohack your health with small, simple changes so that you, my friend, can feel good again.
All right. We are looking forward to it, Hope. Have a wonderful day, and we appreciate you, and thank you so much for all you do.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right.